Disclaimer: this video is the second video in my playoff series. If you have not seen my first video, please go click it right now. It came out yesterday. Playoff Predictions Part 1. This is Part 2. So like I said, please go watch that video if you haven't already so you can get caught up on all the picks. I do not want to spoil anything for you, so please go watch that. Let's get into the video. What's up, guys? Back with Part 2 of my playoff predictions. So, today I'm going to be predicting wild card weekend matchups. Disclaimer, if you have not seen all of my predictions, you can click the first video. I posted it yesterday. No big deal, just watch it. You'll see every team that I picked and which seeds they are at right now. So, please click that video or I will spoil everything for you right now. So please do that or GG. Alright, so I'm joined with Mike once again. What's up?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Yeah, so Mike's here to agree or disagree. I'm going to be generally talking the whole video, but it's whatever.
My opinion's going to be coming tomorrow, so look out for that one.
Yep. So, I guess I'm going to go by least interesting to more interesting. I guess I'll do 2 versus 7 first, and then 3 versus 6, and then 4 versus 5. If you didn't notice, they added an extra team to the playoffs, so there is a 7 seed, and only one team, the first seed, gets a first round bye, which is honestly pretty stupid, but it's whatever. So let's start.
Wait. Just to clarify, you said you're doing least interesting to most interesting, right?
Yeah.
And that's why you're doing 7 versus 2, right?
Yeah.
And who's your 2 seed?
I'm saying this because the 7 seed doesn't stand a chance against the 2 seed. That's common sense. Like, this game shouldn't even be a game. It's so stupid. But whatever. So, let's start with the AFC wildcard weekend 2 seed versus 7 seed. So, like I said, I have the New England Patriots getting the 7 seed over the Denver Broncos, and I have the Pittsburgh Steelers clutching up the 2nd seed in the AFC. So, a familiar matchup for both of these teams. And even though the Patriots are the 7th seed, I honestly would not be surprised if they won this game. They counter the Steelers, but this game is in Heinz Field. Recently, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been playing good against the Patriots at Heinz Field. If this game was in Foxborough and the Pittsburgh Steelers were an elite team in the NFL, they'd probably lose by 30 points, no joke. But this game is in Pittsburgh. And, Patriots suck, Steelers should be good. So I do believe the Steelers should get this easy win at home. Bill Belichick's definitely going to challenge Mike Tomlin this game, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's common sense. It's going to be a close one, closer than Pittsburgh Steelers fans want to see. But I still believe the Pittsburgh Steelers should end up winning this game. Do you agree with the pick or not?
Remember that game 2 years ago with the fake spike at the end zone where Ben Roethlisberger threw the pick?
We don't talk about that.
Was that in Pittsburgh?
I'm just going to add that out of the video. All right, number 3 versus number 6. I have at number 3, the Tennessee Titans, and number 6, division rival Houston Texans.
Spit it out, buddy.
All right, sorry. So these teams are division rivals, meaning they play each other twice a season every year. And even though the Tennessee Titans have home field advantage in this game, I believe that doesn't even matter in this matchup because the Texans are so familiar in playing in Tennessee. It doesn't even matter. Which team do I think is going to be better? I do believe the Tennessee Titans are going to be the better team in the matchup. It is in Tennessee. Go figure, they got the 3rd seed over the Texans. Kind of common sense. This game is going to be honestly a pretty close one. Like I said, they're division rivals, so I expect a close matchup. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Texans win this game by 10 points, but I am picking the Tennessee Titans to get the W. It's just kind of common sense. Their offense is amazing. They got Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, elite 3 that were just Randy's before that, besides Derrick Henry, of course. And their defense ain't too bad. It destroyed the Patriots and the Ravens in the playoffs last season. So I expect this team to beat their division rival, the Texans, wildcard weekends.
I agree with this pick because I don't think the Texans are going to be good enough to make the playoffs. So if you like, obviously Deshaun Watson's a better quarterback than Tannehill, but if you look at the Texans' wide receivers, I'm pretty sure Kiki QT is going to be a starting wide receiver for them, and he's a Randy. So I don't think the Texans' offense is going to be nearly as good as it was with DeAndre.
Don't they have Will Fuller and Kenny Stills though? Or
Yeah, that's only two though. Their third receiver.
so they're pretty good though. It's whatever. I think the Titans are still gonna clutch up this game. So the last wild card matchup in the AFC is the number 5 seed Baltimore Ravens at the number 4 seed Buffalo Bills. So this game happened last season in Buffalo, and the Ravens won this game. And history repeats itself. I like to say that because it's true. And even though this game's in Buffalo, I do believe the Baltimore Ravens are going to get the W. So they're definitely the better team in the matchup. The Ravens, even though they're 5th seed, I still think they're one of the best teams in the playoffs. I think they're just going to fall one game short or lose a tiebreaker to the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I do believe these two teams are going to be elite. The Buffalo Bills are very overrated in my opinion, which is why I had them at the 4th seed, but they're still going to win their division because, it's garbage, but whatever. So I just feel like the Ravens offense is going to outscore the Buffalo defense in this game, and that's really it. So I do believe the Ravens should win this game. Do you agree or disagree?
Another important thing with this, if you look at both of these teams' closing schedules, so the Ravens' last 4 weeks goes, let's see, the Ravens play the Browns, Jaguars, Giants, and Bengals. Debatably the 4 worst teams in the NFL. Whereas the Buffalo Bills have a closing stretch of Steelers, Broncos, Patriots, and Dolphins. So the Bills are going to be they're going to be playing a lot closer games than the Ravens will, whereas the Ravens can basically rest their starters and still know they're going to win against those bad teams. So I think that is a factor for this game as well.
That is very true. So good observation there. So the current matchups for divisional round are going to be the number 1 seed Kansas City Chiefs against the number 5 seed Baltimore Ravens, and the number 2 seed Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the number 3 seed Tennessee Titans, and I'll be going over those games in the next video. So let's go to the NFC. So starting with 2 versus 7, I have at number 7 the Green Bay Packers, and number 2 the Seattle Seahawks. So this game is not an unfamiliar game. This game actually happened last season in the playoffs in the divisional rounds. And it seems like whichever team hosts this game in the playoffs seems to end up winning it. So even though I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to be elite next season, one of the best teams in the NFL, I think they should easily get this win over the Packers. Packers are borderline going to make the playoffs. They are way overrated. They went 13-3 because they had the easiest schedule in the league last season, and they're definitely going to have a regression with, garbage offense. Didn't draft any skill players, so GG. So should be an easy win for the Seattle Seahawks, in my opinion. Do you agree or disagree?
Gonna have to agree with that one.
It's common sense right there. So the next matchup is going to be a very interesting one. I have the number 6 seed, 12-4, San Francisco 49ers versus the number 3 seed, 10-6, Minnesota Vikings.
Both horrible teams.
So I do believe the 49ers are going to be the better team in the matchup. This game is in Minnesota, and this game also did happen last year in the playoffs. This game was in San Francisco, and the 49ers absolutely stomped on the Vikings. So, history repeats itself, like I said before. Do you believe the 49ers, even though they're the road team, are better than the Vikings and are going to get the W in this game? I'm only saying this because the 49ers defense is going to be top 3 in the NFL next season. And, the Vikings offense might struggle a little bit, but I feel like it's going to be good at this time. And their Vikings defense has lost some talent, Xavier Rhodes, Mackenzie Alexander, so could be a rip right there. And I feel like the 49ers offense is also going to have a regression, but I feel like they're the better team to match up and are actually going to pull off the upset in Minnesota. So, what do you think about the matchup?
This game could go either way. I do think the 49ers are definitely going to regress from last year. And so in my opinion, I don't have the Vikings making the playoffs. But if this scenario does play out, and the Vikings get 3rd seed at 10-6, then like you have to figure that with home field advantage, like something is going right for them, where they won 10 games, they're in a pretty solid division, so they have 10 wins in a solid division. So you have to figure that maybe Dalvin Cook, maybe what's his name, Justin Jefferson, maybe they're having good years. So I think that maybe the Vikings would win this game at home, but it could go either way, and you made some good points too.
Yeah, so 49ers definitely winning this game. And the last wild card matchup we're going to be talking about in this video, a familiar matchup. The Dallas Cowboys are hosting the New Orleans Saints at home, number 4 versus 5. So I do believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to be the worst team in the NFL playoffs next season. Even though they're the 4 seed, I do believe the Patriots and the Packers, number 7 seeds, are going to be better than them. I do believe this team is going to win their division. It's going to be a freaking 9-7 record because their division is so trash. I believe they have 2 worst teams in the NFL in their division with the Redskins and the Giants. So it's basically 4 free wins right there. And the Eagles, they're bipolar. They're injured every season, which is why I don't think they're even going to have a good record with 8-8. I do believe the Eagles' defense, I think it might be really good next season. And if it's really good, I believe they're going to win their division. But, like I said, the Eagles are so injury-prone, and that's why they won't make the playoffs, and the Cowboys will. And Cowboys versus Saints. Saints are going to be 5 seed with a 13-3 record. That's really good. It's going to be the 2nd best record, 3rd best record in the playoffs. And I do believe, even though it's in Dallas, the Saints should get the easy W against the Cowboys, no doubt about it. I believe the Saints could get 1st seed next season, but they're going to fall short to the Buccaneers. It's going to be funny, though, because since the Saints are going to win this game, they're going to be playing the Buccaneers, 1 versus 5. And the other matchup is going to be the Seattle Seahawks hosting the San Francisco 49ers. So they're going to be 2 divisional matchups in the divisional rounds. So how ironic. Do you agree or disagree with these picks?
So just a quick question for you. So have you seen like the reports of like Prescott like with the $40 million contract and stuff?
Yeah, he's greedy and he's overrated.
Yeah, so it seems like he's being greedy. So does your prediction of the Cowboys winning the division change if Andy Dalton starts like the first 4 or 5 games?
Andy Dalton's not going to start one game next season. It's going to be all Dak Prescott. And he had the 2nd most passing yards in the league. So.
If Prescott holds out, though, for a contract.
I doubt that'll happen. Like, come on. $40 million a year is... It's a little greedy.
He said 45 to end his contract.
What? Imagine, bro.
I know.
So, the Cowboys, like, I feel like the Eagles are going to win their division if you think their defense is going to be healthy, but you already know it's not. So, the Cowboys are going to slightly win this division by a point, so by a game, of course. Lose wild card weekend, no surprise there. Easy win for the Saints. So, to recap, we got the number 1 seed Chiefs hosting the number 5 seed Baltimore Ravens. Going to be a good matchup there. We got the number 2 seed Pittsburgh Steelers hosting the number 3 seed Tennessee Titans. The number 1 seed Buccaneers hosting the number 5 seed New Orleans Saints. Good matchup there. And the number 2 seed Seattle Seahawks hosting the number 6 seed San Francisco 49ers. Divisional matchup there, either way. So, those predictions are going to be in the divisional matchup video, part 3. It's going to be coming up in a day or 2, so stay tuned. Want to add anything else?
Yeah, so make sure that you go check out Daniel's prediction video from before. Go check out my prediction video from before. We obviously both have different opinions, so it's a really important thing that you guys get both of our separate opinions. We're working together, though. Yeah, I mean, I think that Dan made some good points in this video. I could see this format happening. I think the Steelers are maybe ranked a little bit high. I don't know about that. Cowboys might be a little sketchy, but
I mean, not really, but it's every other year. The Cowboys and the Eagles switch every other year with division win, and it's just the year that the Eagles regress. Like, their offense is going to be trash next season. You can't deny the facts. Like, come on, bro. you know
it's-
it's true. So
it's possible.
whatever.
So
Yeah.
I don't
so
know, but go ahead.
all right. No, you keep talking. You keep talking.
All right, make sure that you guys subscribe on this video. Keep up the support. Drop some comments down below on who you think is ranked too high in this video, who's ranked too low. And if you guys agree, let us know down below. So, anything else to add, Dan?
Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, so you get notifications when we post new videos. And that is it. So
There we
thanks
go.
for watching. Adios.